'Tis hatched and shall be so, the taming of the shrew. William Shakespeare. The sun had set and the first stars appeared. That's Polaris, said Ephron. I know, said Shelometh. And I am supposed to call you my husband and king? Please walk with me, said Ephron. Where? This is a crowded city, getting more crowded by the minute. The courtyard was crowded, but Ephron took Shelometh's hand and led her to the stairway to the roof, 3 stories high. They climbed in silence, and every place that seemed to offer any hope of privacy had at least a dozen people already. Ephron led her to the tower and opened the door. The fires made the square tower warm, perhaps too warm. Even the tower itself was occupied. So they climbed, passing people at every landing. At the top, Ephron threw every window open, allowing the fire in the grate to backlight them to the courtyard below. They're looking at us, said Ephron. So is that what you want? Asked Shelometh. If you don't mind, said Achaia, I'll just leave you 2 alone. You seem to spend a lot of time up here, Ephron called after his brother as he descended the stairs. Even here at the top of the tower, there were people on the next landing below who could hear their conversation. Turning to Shelometh, Ephron said, It's not about what I want. It is about doing what Adonai wants, what is right, and what is best for our tribes. Tribe, said Shelometh. Weren't you listening tonight? We make 2 tribes one. That's ridiculous. There's your mother, Mahalath, said Ephron, pointing to her in the distance. Did you ask her about what she thought? She's standing next to your father, Yovav. Did you talk to him? That's my father, in that chair. We both know what he wants. Did you talk to my mother, Nebajoth? When you marry into the family. You know what Zohar wants. What about Nebajoth? How do we know what Adonai wants? Asked Shelometh. Adonai gave his words to Noah, his sons, Shem, Ham, Japheth, and their wives. They passed on the words of Adonai to us, said Ephron. If you believe someone passed on some Adonai's words inaccurately, that they made a mistake, then you can go talk to them since they are all still alive. Adonai has never talked to me, or anyone I know, said Shelometh. How can I know if what they are telling us is true? Look around you, said Ephron. There is evidence of a flood everywhere. But how do I know what Adonai wants, since none of us has ever met him personally? Persisted Shelometh. When I met Adonai, said Ephron, he wore a white robe, had hair much shorter than Hittite fashion, and he was surrounded by many other men whom he called his messengers. What did he tell you? Asked Shelometh. That my wife and my family will meet his chosen servant, who will pray for us. He also said that not all of my family is chosen, and many will reject the word of Adonai Elohim. Is that all he told you? Asked Shelometh. He said that I should leave the teaching of Canaan and return home to my father Zohar, said Ephron. He said that Zohar's ways were righteous and Canaan was evil. How many times did you meet Adonai? Asked Shelometh. Just once, said Ephron. He told me one more thing. Our family, not now, but hundreds of years in the future, will reject Adonai. Our children will be destroyed by the children of his prophet unless they accept his word. So we should not have children, said Shelometh. That is not what he meant, said Ephron. He meant that we should not reject him or his words. We are each responsible for our own decisions. By now the sky was completely dark and filled with stars. There was no wind and Hattis was warm for November. Even 7 stories up, the sounds of the crowd could be heard. If you choose to reject this marriage, asked Ephron, what are you going to do? Whatever I want, said Shelometh, and she descended the stairs alone.